Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I am VC Pramod. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch multiple connectivity projects worth 15,400 crore rupees, including India's first underwater metro rail service in Kolkata this morning. Prime Minister to also unveil infrastructure projects worth around 12,800 crore rupees at Bettiah in West Champaran district of Bihar. President Droupadi Murmu to confer Sangeet Natak Akademi Awards for the year 2022 and 2023 to 94 eminent artists in New Delhi today. IMD predicts fresh spell of rainfall and snowfall over Western Himalayan region till tomorrow. Sports Ministry revokes suspension of Paralympic Committee of India with immediate effect. And in cricket, Delhi Capitals beat Mumbai Indians by 29 runs in Women's Premier League. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch multiple connectivity projects worth 15,400 crore rupees, including India's first underwater metro rail service in Kolkata, West Bengal this morning. The new metro line, called the Howrah Maidan Esplanade section, will be the country's first transportation tunnel beneath a major river. It passes beneath the river Hooghly, which separates Kolkata and Howrah cities on its east and west banks. The Howrah metro station, part of this new line, holds the distinction of being India's deepest metro station. The project has been dubbed as a marvel, with trains travelling approximately 16 meters below the river's surface. More from our correspondent.
Apart from the historic underwater rail service, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also inaugurate Pune Metro from Ruby Hall Clinic to Ramwadi stretch, Kochi Metro Rail Phase 1 extension project from SN Junction Metro Station to Tripunithura Metro Station, Agra Metro stretch from Taj East Gate to Mankameshwar and Duhai Modi Nagar section of Delhi Meerut RRTS corridor. He will flag off train services on these sections. While Agra Metro section being inaugurated will enhance connectivity to historical tourist places, the RRTS section will boost economic activity in NCR. Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of extension of Pune Metro Rail Project Phase 1 between Pimpri-Chinchwad Metro and Nigdi. This is Durgesh Bhadoria, Akashvani News, Kolkata.
Prime Minister will also visit Bihar today. Mr. Modi will dedicate, inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of various infrastructure projects worth around 12,800 crore rupees at Bettiah in West Champaran district this afternoon. These projects are related to rail, road, petroleum and natural gas. He will also address a public meeting at airport ground in Bettiah. Mr. Modi will inaugurate 109-kilometer-long Muzaffarpur-Motihari LPG pipeline, big bottling and storage terminal of the Indian Oil, which has strategic importance. The pipeline will provide access to cleaner cooking fuel in Bihar and neighbouring country Nepal. LPG bottling plant and storage terminal at Motihari will also help in making supply chains smoother in feeding markets attached to Motihari plant. Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone of city gas distribution project in East Champaran, West Champaran, Gopalganj, Siwan and Devariya and grain-based ethanol projects at Sugauli and Lauria. Mr. Modi will inaugurate road projects including two-laning of Piprakoti-Motihari-Raxaul section of NH28A and two-laning of Sheohar-Sitamarhi section of NH104. Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone of 6-lane cable bridge on River Ganga parallel to Digha-Sonpur rail-cum-road bridge at JP Setu in Patna. Prime Minister will dedicate, inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of various railway projects. He will dedicate to the nation doubling of the 62-kilometer rail line from Bapudham Motihari Piprahan and inaugurate Narkatiyaganj Gonaha gauge conversion. He will lay the foundation stone of doubling and electrification of 96-kilometer long Gorakhpur-Cant Valmiki Nagar rail line and redevelopment of Bettiah railway station. Mr. Modi will also flag off two new train services between Narkatiyaganj Gonaha and Raxaul Jogbani. Prime Minister will address the women of self-help groups of Madhya Pradesh today through video conferencing. This program will be telecast in the entire state. The state-level program will be held in Bhind. In this program, Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav will transfer an amount of 2,571 crore rupees of 2 schemes to the accounts of farmers. The Chief Minister will also perform Bhumi Pujan and inaugurate 68 development works. President Droupadi Murmu will confer Sangeet Natak Akademi Awards for the year 2022 and 2023 to 94 eminent artists in New Delhi today. More from our correspondent.
The awards will be given in the field of music, dance, drama, folk and tribal arts, puppetry and allied theatre art forms. Besides the Academy Awards, the President will also bestow the Sangeet Natak Akademi Fellowship to 7 eminent artists in the ceremony. Sangeet Natak Akademi Fellowship is the highest honor given to eminent artists in the field of performing art for their exceptional contribution. The Academy Awards have been conferred since 1952. These honors not only symbolize the highest standard of excellence and achievement, but also recognize sustained individual work and contribution. The honor for Academy Fellow carries a purse money of 3 lakh rupees, while the Academy Award carries a purse money of 1 lakh rupees. Ambujanand, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah arrived in Mumbai and held a late-night meeting with the Maharashtra alliance partners last night. The Mahayuti, comprising BJP, Shiva Sena and NCP, is expected to finalize its seat sharing for the Lok Sabha seats in Maharashtra. The 3 parties are likely to make formal announcement of their alliance for Lok Sabha today. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates on the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The Calcutta High Court has ordered the transfer of probe into attack on ED officials in Sandesh Khali to the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI). The division bench, headed by the Chief Justice T.S. Shivagnanam, also ordered to hand over the custody of suspended Trinamool Congress TMC strongman Sheikh Shahjahan to the CBI. The division bench also set aside the earlier order by the single bench to constitute a special investigation team for the case. However, the West Bengal government has moved the Supreme Court against the Calcutta High Court order. Enforcement Directorate ED has provisionally attached movable and immovable assets worth around 13 crore rupees in the ongoing investigations against Shahjahan Sheikh and others. These properties include 14 immovable properties in the nature of apartment, agricultural land, land for fishery and building in Sandesh Khali and Kolkata. ED initiated investigation on the basis of multiple FIRs registered by the West Bengal Police under various sections of IPC Act, Arms Act and SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act against Shahjahan Sheikh and others. This includes heinous offences in the nature of giving threats of injury, murder, extortion and grabbing land of general public. The agency has attached the assets under the provisions of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The latest FICCI EY report has revealed that the Indian media and entertainment sector grew by 8% in 2023, reaching 2.3 trillion rupees. The report was released at FICCI Frames 2024 conference being held in Mumbai. According to the report, new media comprising digital and online gaming recorded a major contribution in this growth, with its share rising from 20% in 2019 to 38% in 2023. Digital advertising grew 15% in 2023 and surpassed traditional advertising for the first time. The report expects India to have 1 billion active screens by 2030, adding that the 3:1 ratio in favor of mobile phones will sustain the demand for short videos and social commerce. Meanwhile, contrary to the global trend, print media continued to thrive in India, with subscription revenue rising by 3% and advertising revenue growing by 4% in 2023. Indian Meteorological Department IMD has forecast a fresh spell of rainfall and snowfall over the Western Himalayan region till tomorrow and dry weather over most parts of the country during the next 5 days. Light to moderate rainfall and snowfall is likely over Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh and over Uttarakhand. The Met Department has said hot and humid weather is likely to prevail over Rayalaseema, Tamil Nadu and Kerala during the next 2 days. The IMD has also predicted isolated to scattered light rainfall over Arunachal Pradesh during the next 7 days. Meanwhile, the national capital will witness a partly cloudy sky for the coming few days. Today, the maximum and minimum temperatures are likely to be around 25 and 11 degrees Celsius. The air quality in Delhi continues to remain in the moderate category. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, the air quality index stood at 117 as of 6 a.m. today. The upper reaches of Ladakh has received fresh light snowfall this morning, and the overcast weather has further intensified the prevailing cold weather conditions in the Union Territory. Ladakh Met Department has forecast the weather would be partly to generally cloudy sky during the whole day without improvement in it. It has further forecast the day temperatures will be 1 degree Celsius and the minimum temperature will be minus 11 degrees Celsius in Leh. As per the forecast, the weather will be colder in Kargil town as the minimum temperature would be minus 12 degrees Celsius. The 3 days of negotiations with Hamas over a ceasefire in Gaza and the release of Israeli hostages failed to achieve a breakthrough. The United States, Qatar and Egypt have spent weeks trying to broker an agreement in which Hamas would release Israeli captives in return for a 6-week ceasefire, the release of some Palestinian prisoners and more aid to Gaza. As per reports, Hamas has refused to release all of the estimated 100 hostages it holds unless Israel ends its offensive, withdraws from Gaza and releases a large number of Palestinian prisoners, including fighters serving life sentences. The Sports Ministry has revoked the suspension of the Paralympic Committee of India (PCI) with immediate effect. Conveying the reasons for its decision, the Sports Ministry said that the main ground for suspension is being addressed and PCI will be hosting the 2024 World Shooting Parasport World Cup from March 6 to 15th at New Delhi. The ministry in February this year had suspended the government recognition of PCI due to delay in holding the election after the expiry of the term of the Executive Committee of the PCI and non-compliance with its guidelines. In cricket, Delhi Capitals beat Mumbai Indians by 29 runs in Women's Premier League at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi last night. Put into bat first, DC were 192 for 4 in 20 overs, while Mumbai Indians could make 163 runs for the loss of 8 in 20 overs. Today, Gujarat Giants will take on Royal Challengers Bangalore at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, Delhi. The match will start at 7:30 p.m. In French Open badminton, Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty have entered the second round with the men's doubles, beating Malaysia's Ong Yu Sin and Theo E Yai in straight sets. The world number 1 doubles pair beat Malaysian pair in the round of 32 yesterday. In women's doubles category, Tressa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand beat compatriots Ashwini Ponnappa and Tanisha Castro in a tough fight to cruise into the second round. The duo of Jolly and Gopichand emerged victorious in the opening match. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Pramod. Modi launches Telangana Odisha projects, hits out at INDIA headlines. The Hindustan Times, Congress allies only try to fill coffers, says PM is the lead in the Asian age. Prime Minister Modi attacked dynastic parties in the opposition bloc, saying they were targeting him as he was exposing their scam worth several thousand crores. All papers report the killing of 31-year-old Pat Nibbin Maxwell, an Indian national, by a missile attack on the orchard field he was working in Israel. And finally, it is super busy time for Mysore Paints and Varnish Limited as India's only edible ink supplier gears up for polls. And with that, it's back to you, Pramod.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch multiple connectivity projects worth 15,400 crore rupees, including India's first underwater metro rail service in Kolkata this morning. Prime Minister to also unveil infrastructure projects worth around 12,800 crore rupees at Bettiah in West Champaran district of Bihar. President Droupadi Murmu to confer Sangeet Natak Akademi Awards for the year 2022 and 2023 to 94 eminent artists in New Delhi today. IMD predicts fresh spell of rainfall and snowfall over Western Himalayan region till tomorrow. Sports Ministry revokes suspension of Paralympic Committee of India with immediate effect. And in cricket, Delhi Capitals beat Mumbai Indians by 29 runs in Women's Premier League. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.